This is the 7th preseason meeting between Miami and New Orleans, and only the first time in 3 years that Archie Manning has been healthy enough to start at quarterback for the Saints against the Dolphins. There have been persistent rumors that the former Ole Miss signal caller is on the trading block despite being one of the top passers in the NFL. Bob Jackson asked Manning about that.
I think when you're a quarterback on a team that, say, doesn't have a winning season, and then the next year you don't have a winning season, and now the winning season, of course, there's always rumors of trade, and anytime you continue to lose, naturally you make changes. And as evident in our organization, several changes have been made in the head coaches. And usually next in line when you talk about changes is a quarterback. So there's always been a lot of rumors to that. So I feel fortunate that I still am the quarterback of the Saints, but that's the way I want it. I kind of started there. I really love pro football and enjoy it, but I don't feel like I've really seen the brightest side of it yet. So it's kind of like I feel like I've paid my dues, so to speak, in these early years in New Orleans, and now I'm ready to see the bright side of it, and I hope we can do that in a very short period of time.
With the addition of talented receivers like rookie Wes Chandler and former Cardinal Ike Harris, prospects for Manning and the Saints look much brighter than in recent years. You can see the New Orleans-Miami game here on Channel 4 live tonight at 8 o'clock. This is Tony Segreto reporting for Channel 4 Sports.
Former Florida All-American Wes Chandler made his pro debut with the Saints last weekend. He scored on one touchdown on a punt return in the win over Philadelphia. Wes said he's found out it's a little different in the pros than in the college ranks.
Yeah, they hit hard because they're trying to earn a living, you know. And when you're trying to earn a living, then, you know, it's nitty-gritty time. So everybody here hits hard. But our biggest challenge is just learning defenses, you know, coming off the line and knowing what coverage, you know, they'll be rolling to if I get a roll or whatever. That's, you know, my main challenge is to learn defense, you know. When I was in college, I ran a route, a basic route. Now I have to, you know, adjust, change my route according to the defense. So that's been my biggest challenge to try and overcome that.
Everyone is expecting big things from the Saints' top draft pick. We'll be able to see him in action here on Channel 4 Saturday night against the Dolphins. Bob Jackson for Channel 4 Sports. The Saints will be led by Dick Nolan this year. The former 49ers head coach takes over a club that's had a history of losing seasons. Last year, they finished 3-11. I asked Nolan what's been the most difficult part of his job thus far.
The thing is that getting him into a new system, you know, there's a point where right now they're thinking a lot, you know, about their assignment because it's all new to them, and eventually it will smooth out and they won't be thinking, because you never want a guy to walk on the field thinking about what he's going to do. You want him to get out there and just react and hit and move, and they're at that point where they're thinking a little bit, which is only natural. And see, I used the flex defense, which people talk about a lot. I used it in Dallas with Tom, of course, there, and then when I went to San Francisco from the Dallas Cowboys, I installed it there, and then we were the only two teams that played it. In fact, we met each other in the playoffs 3 years in a row, and both playing the same type of defense. And of course, I'm installing some of it here now, and I'm just gradually doing it with these people, and it takes time to learn it, you know.
And remember, tomorrow night's Dolphins-Saints game will be shown live here on Channel 4 beginning at 8 o'clock. Bob Jackson for Channel 4 Sports.
45-yard line, 1st and 10 Saints. Fumble. Galbraith, and Miami has it. It's Kim Bocamper on the recovery. Greasy back to pass. Turn-in pattern. Good catch, Nat Moore. Harris, look at that hole. Good move on the cornerback. Williams off the right side. Touchdown. Mike Current, Larry Little. He needs 7. Plenty of time. Intercepted. This is Joe Fetterspiel, the middle linebacker. Henry Childs in close on the left side. Draw to Muncie. Watch out. First down. 1st and 10. Quick turnout. Complete to Tinker Owens. He gets away. Muncie. There he comes. He'll get in. There's it to Morgan off the left side. Fumble. Who's got it? Manning. Harris right over the middle. He got in. Miami punt. This is Cephalo at his own 9. Good coverage. A fumble. And we've got a tie ball game. Cephalo coughed it up. That's Brooks Williams with the touch. 1st and 10. Benjamin on it. Zig out pattern. I think that's Rick Beckman for the score. Beautiful zig out pattern. It's at 85. Terry Anderson over there.
Everyone's starting to play a lot better together, getting to know each other. It's really hard to say how good the defense will be, since most of the starters have only been playing a quarter, a quarter at a time, or they've been thrown in with different people. So we really haven't played as a unit together, So it's hard to say, but I think things should go pretty good.
Are you happy with the way you performed thus far, this camp?
Well, I'm not making as many mental mistakes as I was last year at this time. My intensity on it has got to pick up. Maybe that'll, come in the next couple games.
Don't you think that comes with exhibition season, though? That intensity is not there at the beginning.
Well, maybe. It's. I'd hate to say that that's what I'm doing. Not putting out just because it's exhibition season, but that might be it. I'll just have to really work on it and try to improve.
Well, I was very pleased with the running game in particular. We went into the ball game with the idea of trying to juice up our running attack. And in the first 2 preseason games, we had a lot of trouble running with the ball against Philadelphia and also against St. Louis. But in this game, we really started to come off the ball. Our offensive line was knocking their defensive line back. Our back that didn't have the football was blocking for the ball carrier. And our ball carrier, Leroy Harris, and also Delvin Williams, were running real tough and then making intelligent decisions as to when to cut and when not to cut. So overall, it was a very pleasant thing to watch, our offense being able to control the ball.
Now, to have George Allen as our head coach.
February 1st of this year, George Allen is hired as the new head coach of the Rams. Just 6 months later, Allen is fired.
I never expected it, and we're just getting started. Played 2 preseason games. We didn't play very well last night, but the team was coming around, and they hadn't played very well in the preseason last year. They lost 5 out of 6, and they're learning a new system. I felt that we were going to have a great season. There wasn't any doubt in my mind.
Any ill feelings like there were when you left Washington?
Oh, no, I just hurt, I guess. This is so strange, it's hard to answer that question.
What's your reaction to George being fired?
Well, it's a shock. It's definitely a shock. I've never seen anything like this, and I don't think this is an unprecedented move.
I really feel sorry for the guy. I think that, unfortunately, he came into a situation that was, first of all, a strong, good football team. There's only one way you can improve it, and that's the Super Bowl.
Well, it came as a surprise to me because I found out late this afternoon, about 5:30, and all of a sudden you're in a different position and there's a lot of pressure on you.
So Ray Malavasi takes over as the interim head coach, and the pressure on him starts Thursday night in Seattle. Jim Hill for CBS News, Los Angeles.